Yo, happy days.
Welcome back everyone to episode number 6 of RE Podcast.
Who'd have thought it?
I know, flip. This is a...
Especially after last week, in fairness, because I watched it back for the first time and Kieran's like, what about your man that fell off the bonfire?
Yeah, one of my mates listens to it and he was like, he's from the other side of the community than us.
Right.
And he went, I enjoy it, I really do enjoy it. He was, but you're all fucking too Catholic. he was like, be a bit more loyalist.
Be a bit more loyal. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you not watching the other episodes back. You don't seem to be as big as a narcissist as me. I watch them all back twice.
I'm just not a fan of the podcast.
Are you...
I think these boys think they are. Just keep
just like your cup of tea.
Yeah, I was like, why would I not watch this shit?
You're not a real true RE Podcast fan. You're putting it on.
It was funny because I actually said it to the group chat. I was like, I listened to it back for the first time and here boys, we're good.
You should try to listen to it.
It's good. It's good. I give ourselves a wee 5-star rating. Which segue? Rate the podcast 5 stars.
Yeah, rate
on
the
Spotify.
Podcast
a lot of people had already rated it. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, what you're doing.
Me.
Do it.
Is it? Well, here's 3 of them probably. So the other, what is it? 12.
I have a work that I use for the. I just named my off license. How working? I have a. Please don't come and kill me. I have we have a work Spotify account, so I might go on and rate it on that and be like, "These are the best ever." And leave
you might or you have.
I'm going to. I will.
Going to, okay.
It's in the works. I'm putting it down.
I went to rate it and was like, "You must listen to an episode." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to this.
Fuck's sake, I'm gonna listen to this shit.
So is that how you finally got around to listening to this lovely podcast of free friends just shooting the shit?
Did you listen or watch?
I listened.
Listen, when you listen to podcasts, do you just listen or do you watch them on YouTube as well?
No, I just listen. I can be fucked looking at people.
I don't get that.
I watch them. I have a YouTube Premium account, so I can continue play videos when I close it down and all.
I don't even
YouTube
have
Premium.
Yeah, I'm not big brother.
That's an ick.
All that.
YouTube, Jesus.
My inner autism just coming out there.
You watch your KSI videos on the go, like.
Sidemen Sundays, don't fucking diss it, lad.
I don't even have YouTube Premium, but I still watch them all.
Yeah.
I couldn't. If you have the option to watch the video of seeing the people talk, I don't understand why you wouldn't take that option.
Because I hate how I look. So no,
but I mean other podcasts.
Oh right, yeah. No.
Turns up in a fucking Shevchenko top.
There's some of them you zoom into, and I'm like, Jesus boy, that chin's getting fatter and fatter. I'm like, I need to relax.
The best part's creating thumbnails, just the different things that happen. You could be sitting there, people with the arm out as usual. You'll be sitting there sometimes, and I'm smiling into the camera, perfect. This'll do this week. Yeah.
We were talking about it yesterday. How in that chair you are since it's your chair.
It's my chair. I get these two to lift me out of the house and lift me back
into the car, into your dad's car.
I just permanently stay on this casting couch.
This room is very. I don't want to confirm that I've ever watched that video, but this room is very casting couch-esque.
Yeah,
the ring light and everything.
The ring light in the camera. Yeah.
While we would employ all these women, there is no job.
That's the thumbnail for next week. If anyone doesn't know, Sean has all the creative control over thumbnails, so he's got the power to fuck us up with any bad angles.
That's why we're all sitting with sashes on last week. I was like, this could be funny. Even though
I thought that looked good, that thumbnail, because that would have caught people's eyes.
That did.
Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, I was I was using my creative arts, just to
your
spice
bachelor
things
degree
up.
in arts.
My BTEC in sports and exercise science to develop that. That makes no sense.
Your mate hasn't got a leg to stand on, saying we need to be more loyalist. He literally made last week's thumbnail us as orange man.
And then whenever I listened back, I was like, did we even mention the 12th? And I goes, it's a 12th special. And we all went, yay! And then continue talking about Catholic things.
No, we did mention the boy who.
I don't quite fucking mention this, man.
Leave it in the past.
Yeah. So listen, we just need to learn to leave it in the past and move over our separations and build as a society.
It's going to be episode 61. It's going to be a Christmas special. And Kieran will be like, I would have been that guy fell off the bonfire.
Did you see I know it's maybe too political, but did you see there's PSNI officers saluting his coffin?
I did see that,
yeah, which is a bit like.
What about the wheelie bin boy? Did you see it?
Oh,
yeah. What did you think of that?
All the ones with the wheelie bin being interviewed and all.
Yeah.
In custody.
It went from being hilarious to quickly shite banter.
Yeah, the minute Cool FM or Belfast Live starts sharing memes about something, it dies.
It's the only bin that gets lifted on the 12th. Stop. I'm and then it was one of the ones that too, I thought, I was like, what do you expect? You have a tray cutter outside your house. You've lifted a great recycling bin, and then they're like, how dare they throw a bin through us? And I was like, he deserved a lot more.
That wasn't his window, but he was the flat above. So he came downstairs through the bin, and then they put the flat below him's window through. So imagine the next day being like, all right there neighbour, what's the crack?
That's a
just
nightmare.
smashed. You
I bet you sitting there watching fucking Taylor No Deal.
And
even though it hasn't been on TV in 10 years.
You can be on holiday. Imagine you're up in Donegal, they escape the 12th, and you're like, oh, got away from it all, and then you just get a text like, yeah, listen, the Orange Order have just put your windows through. So
or imagine the guy on the bottom one, he was in the parade.
Yeah.
He was like 2 men back. That's my house.
What are you doing? It's my neighbour Robbie.
Did you see though that the orange man said, because you know when you threw the wee small brown bin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were all like, we thought it was an explosive device.
That's something. And Jimmy Bryson was sharing it and then cut the fact that they put his window through after it.
Yeah.
After the Pav on Monday, it was pretty cool. The comedian the headliner was from Iceland, and he was leaving the pavilion to go and meet Jimmy Bryson at the bonfire, which is hilarious. And that's probably more enjoyable than gigging, getting to hang out with Jimmy Bryson. You'd have some laughs at that.
I know. He was buzzing the fact. Do you know what I couldn't believe me about that Icelandic comedian who played the pavilion? Mm-hmm. He knew all the intricacies of Northern Ireland.
He knew more than I did. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, this guy knows everything.
Boys to shame.
That's it. I was like, this boy's got culture.
He was naming the most niche, bespoke fucking paramilitaries ever. And he was all like, it's good to meet Jimmy Bryson. Good to see all the crazies. He knows he's a fucking looper.
He was talking about the INLA, and I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard of these boys. You're just you're putting out random letters of the alphabet going, right, put a U in it, and that's Protestant, and put an I, and
He kind of pure honey dicked us, because I was like, he was recording everyone's set and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, I'm recording for the Icelandic Netflix, and my ears perked up. I was like, oh, Netflix. And then he's like, no, it's probably channel 899 or something, right before the porn categories that no one's ever going to look at. He's probably recording for that or something weird. He was in Ukraine
the month before in Mariupol while it was getting bombed, and he was like, but I've had a lot better time here. And I was like, yeah, no shit, mate, you're not stuck in a steel plant while the Russian soldiers are coming for you.
I know. It's like our mate Chloe that would love to slag off this podcast that we don't necessarily mean, but he was all, I was in Ukraine there in Mariupol, and she was all, woo! He was all, the place got blew up, but okay, cheered if you want.
It no longer exists as a city at
all.
All,
woo! Cheered for it,
She pro Putin when he was it no longer exists. Chloe supports pro Russia in the war.
Chloe never met her in my life. Don't know who you're talking about.
I called it Shannon.
Yeah. I want to talk about as well. So at the pub, you weren't on, and you went as a punter.
Yes.
And
sat at the very front.
Yeah, sat so ignorantly in the front row, and you're like
on this couch like this.
Yeah.
We walked you up the stairs.
You're like, I don't know whether to make eye contact with you. And I was like, well, put it this way, I was not looking you in the eyes during my set.
Yeah.
Chance, it was so awful.
I was admiring your trainers. Nice goodies,
well, thank you very much. Not the stand-up or capabilities to make people laugh.
No. I've seen all that before.
You had a few wee zingers in there, I must say. You've done well.
More zingers than KFC.
I set that up.
Thanks, mate. That's the thing, because I said I was going to go, and then Luke was all, you don't need paying. You were sitting in the back, and I was like, no, I'm paying in. I'm taking up a seat, and I'm sitting in the front row.
I'm bringing a couch for me.
I'm getting the full experience of this, and it was good. It was so
intense.
No, weight off your shoulder, being in a gig environment,
chilling,
knowing that I didn't have to do a gig, because I get quite nervous.
You can just enjoy it. I
always get wild jealous, being like, oh fuck, I want to be up there now. I don't know if you got in the middle of it, I'm that's the sweet spot that you can get up and the audience are most on board. And I was like, oh, just give me 5 minutes, bro.
Put me in, coach, I'm ready. It was good to experience. What was up to this week then?
Nothing, because the 12th and I was working away. Just working away, mate.
Working away
in the office, the biggest hive of scum and villainy you'll ever find. And that boy who I closed, I was talking about him in episode 3 that I closed the shutter on, and he was banging on the door.
Right.
I closed it 7 minutes to 9 on Friday, and he came around and started banging on the shutter again, and I opened it up and he was like, you close at 9 o'clock, and I was about to slobber back and fuck off you.
I agree with him.
And then you are a man of the people, yeah. I'm a revolutionary left wing. We don't stand for the capitalist off license. And he was like, you close at 9 o'clock, and I opened my mouth to be like, fuck off. And then the biggest
customer service at its
house. I'm I hoping to get sacked. But he was like, I just got the biggest whiff of piss I've ever got in my entire life, and I was like, yeah, just take the wine and I'll see you later, bro.
Off you pop. Yeah, sorry about that there. I didn't have a shower that day. Any gigs, Sean? No? None of us have any gigs.
No, I had Pav on Monday night, which for a gig on the 11th night was actually
sold out.
It was sold out. It was class. And then did yesterday Stoneface, which I'm not sure if I'm ready to talk about yet. Emotionally. So for anyone, if you've watched podcast last week, you know. So the concept of the show was by just some guy. No one knows him. He's not really that cool. Fraser Robb. So he started a new concept show in the Black Box in Cathedral, where it's one person in the very front row with a camera on their face, and your job is to make that one person laugh. But there's a full audience behind them. And let's just say, how many was on? 6? 2 people were unsuccessful in the endeavour,
and both of them were.
I got back up. I was like, "Fucking, you laugh at me now, you bitch." No. So I was unsuccessful, and another comedian who I don't think I should name.
Sean McAleavey.
Yes, Sean McAleavey. Yeah.
Hello, have you ever been to the Galgorm? Another
comedian who this is what I will say was, how dare you touch comedy gold with that sort of tone?
Sorry, bro.
And the guy who was on was gay, and it was a bigger comedian than me, did make them laugh, so that gave me some solace.
Yeah.
But we were the first two to go on, so by the third person they laughed, fourth person laughed. So I think it was like a momentum thing. Once you cracked them, that was it.
It's harder, like, so.
Yeah. So I was just soul destroyed. Had about 5 or 6 pints during the daytime. Had a big feed on the way home. Got 5 gays. And I think I'm just about alright now afterwards.
Sounds like your reaction to a bad gig is like women on a period.
No, it is, yeah.
Let's get comfort food.
Like
just snog Mario Void or something.
Yeah, just stick on like fucking like Love Hate or something like that.
Yeah. You're just back from Beirut, like.
Yeah, so that was that. But in fairness, it was one of them ones where it was like the room was laughing, I was laughing, but you're just so focused on that one person being like, fuck you. Fuck, like
he had like a minute and a half left as well.
Yeah,
I was like, let's put out the big.
I was like, this should have taken 10 minutes. Looked at my watch. I had 2 minutes left. I was like, fuck, I've whizzed through this, and then just started being like, fuck you, I'm broke, I'm a student, I need this tenner, give me a please. And she's like, nope, couldn't cracker,
bitch. I'm
quite excited. I'm on the next one, like, or next month. So, but I was like, I said at the end, Fraser goes like, if you want to do Stoneface, get in contact with the Instagram page and all. And I'm tempted to get like my cousin and be like, listen, go in, pretend you don't know me.
You're a wee rap.
Get
your cousin goes in, pretend he doesn't know you. He's up. Johnny wasn't funny.
Yeah. He goes like, you're actually quite shit. You've hyped yourself up. You can't, because she ended up walking away then with £20. So like I'd be like, wow, yeah, which is like, you know,
that's fucking more than I got.
Money.
It was more than I got, and I was on the fucking stage. But you did well.
You could walk away with 50, which is like,
yeah, not bad.
It's a really cool concept.
It was good crack. Yeah, it was good crack.
I didn't have any gigs this week because I was in Amsterdam. Loving life.
How much genters did you smoke?
A few genters.
Yeah. A few bits of the devil's lettuce.
A few splangers, like industrial herbage.
The herb Dean.
That's it. Like, one thing that did happen though, I got fucking bit alive by midges.
Oh fuck!
I've been getting eaten alive here by midges for some weird reason, but I presume it's
like literally fucking munched to pieces.
Take a bite out again.
Yeah. I woke up with like fucking teeth marks around my legs and all.
Even the midges over there get munchies.
Yeah,
just looking at them, just think they're teeth in.
The kinky bastards as well, like biting you and all. Like,
you look a bit thinner and all. They're just biting.
I might go back.
Yeah. 2-week course in Amsterdam.
See, whenever I went to Amsterdam one time, right, I found it was like, so I wouldn't be the biggest smoker in the world, but like the drinking culture over there is absolutely shockingly shit.
Yeah.
Do you know, like the evening time, like 9 o'clock, everyone's in bed asleep.
We didn't really drink much.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's so strange over there. It's a weird city.
Because I don't smoke, so I was trying to drink when I went over there because all my mates were into smoking, and I was like, there's no crack at all. And even the coffee shops don't sell beer, at least they didn't when we were there.
Yeah, because that's the thing, we went into one coffee shop and we were all, do you serve alcohol? And he was all, oh no, like you can't get alcohol in coffee shops and you can't get weed in bars. Yeah, so the way that works over there, it's one or the other. That's how they make it legal. You can't have a license for both.
That makes sense.
You can have like smoking friendly bars where you're allowed to smoke there.
What, smoke weed or just cigarettes?
Smoke weed, but like, you can't like buy it there. So fuck, because like I remember as well, there's people still about who like come up to you in the street and are like, you looking pills, you looking coke. I went before to Amsterdam and that happened, but it didn't happen this time because we didn't go like anywhere near red light district or that carry on. Like,
why? That's like the whole point.
Your girlfriend?
I've never done it before. I was with my girlfriend this time. Like, it's been a different vibe. Like,
did you not go up and point at the woman and be like, threesome?
But we went into like this. It wasn't a coffee shop. It was like a bakery, but it was like a
for
cannabis,
weed? Yeah, edibles.
And like all the staff, it was really strange. Like all the staff were like wearing like 3-piece suits and like bowler caps, and they're all like these black guys. They all sort of look like Chris Eubank, you know. Right? Yeah. So like they had a guy at the front door making everyone queue up. They also had a guy across the road on a bridge about 200 metres away with an earpiece in, like looking out.
In case you come to rob it or what?
I haven't a clue what was going on. And I was going in, he was all no hats because I was wearing a baseball cap. He's all no hats. I was all, okay, no ball. And then he's all like, everyone line up. So like you line up 1, 1, 1. So like 3 people in a line, and then another 3 people in a line, and another 3 people in a line, because it's a real small shop, so they have it all organised. And then it's all, when one person walks away, you step up to the next line. And then some guy was on his phone. He's all, no, please sir, no phones in here.
What the fuck, like?
I don't know what was going on.
They're just selling edibles. So
yeah,
that's it,
edibles. You can buy weed as well, but their main thing is edibles. So I was all like, oh fuck, this place is like professional as fuck. So I get up to the counter and there was all these black guys like serving us, and I was all, can I have 2 brownies please? And he's all, what, me and him? And I was I was all, what? And then he started laughing, and I got the joke, and I was fucking stitches. I was all, that's actually hilarious. Like, he was messing around, like, he proper got me. I was all, what? No, like the cakes and all, like, that was classic.
It is the one time I've done an edible, which was in Amsterdam. Like, I was on the train home, like, freaking out. I was like, it got off like 5 stops early, and I was like, nah, I'm just fuck this. I was like, I'm gonna miss my stop, so I jumped off. I was like, I'll just walk. And like, it's, I don't know, it's like the only drug that I think, well, I've never taken drugs, but like for anyone listening, but like once you take it, you're like, fucking, I'm looking around the room at everyone being like, why is he looking at me? Like, he's fucking
Whenever we went, I was the same, like, never done edibles or anything. I got there and like had one split brownie with a girlfriend, and like we were just walking around. I was like, this is shit, nothing's happening. And we got sort of like do like the museum quarter, and we were like, fuck, we'll go into one of these museums. And Ashton started laughing at something, and then I was like, what are you laughing at? And my stomach just dropped, like as if I was about to shit myself. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, right, we'll go into this museum here, I'll try to find the toilet. But you had to pay in to get to the toilet.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone's looking at me. Everybody in here is looking at me. So we ended up bolting out of there. She's like, are you alright? And I was like, I don't know. And then her stomach started to drop. So we're like, right, next thing we'll do is we'll do the booze cruise.
Alright, back to the Airbnb for a shit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the booze cruise. We got in the wee canal things. The canal terrace. We went in there, and do you know the way the buildings in Amsterdam lean forward to make them look bigger?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time I was just sitting there, knuckles white,
as freaking
it goes, looking up, being like, we're gonna get crushed, we're dead. And
this is how I go on a canal in Amsterdam.
You thought you were in like Pisa?
As the boat was like sitting still, do you know, that it goes this way, I was just going the opposite way the whole time. Got off the boat, got back, fell asleep, woke up the next day. I was like, this is
never again.
Not for me. No, not my jam.
Good.
No, I was gonna say, we done the summer thing. Like, we went to a museum, but we went to that Ripley's, believe it or not. Which is like the weird, like, science museums. We're all just sitting there tripping balls, looking at like fucking the most scaldy things in the world, like the tallest man, all these like insects and like
I'm freaking out here,
masks
man.
and all. Fucking
is there anybody that goes that not on something? Because it comes to it being as fun sober. Do you know what I mean?
It must be weird as well being sober, and there's all these people like yourself walking about going, I'm freaking out here, man.
Like, because you go through like a tunnel and like it's a walkway, but then like the thing is like spinning around you, and it looks like space. So you walk through it, and there's like a phase like you're going like that. So like absolutely bingo bangoed me. Like,
no, my mate went. We took you know the shrooms, and stuff. And then we went to watch Ireland play. Well, I didn't, but like one of my mates were just banging them into themselves, like the truffles it was.
Yeah, truffles.
And then we went to watch Ireland play France in like the Euro quarterfinals. And like everyone stood for the national anthem, the Irish national anthem, in this Irish bar. And I turned around and I was like, where's Nath? Where's he not? And I just seen him like face on the table, like. Like just, I was like, you should probably get up before the bar notices. And I was like, is this cunt dead? And I was like literally like tapping him, being like, you need to get up. And he was like, I like had to pull him up with like long hair, and they went to fucking drool like
Jesus
off the table. And I was like, just you catch a bit of fella and flip there.
Could you imagine though, like, you know what it's like when like you see tourists and like where you're from, like in Belfast or like down in Dublin, you're like sort of laughing at them, but imagine being a resident in Amsterdam, your head would be
see that all day. Yeah.
Oh, you just be so fucked off with it,
like we took truffles when we went with we went on a lad's holiday to Amsterdam. And we took truffles like just outside our hostel on the wee bench, and we were sitting there all tripping, like, but we didn't take like mad ones, like just sort of like slight medium ones, right? And we were all talking about how the feeling comes in waves, meaning like you feel okay for 10 minutes, then you feel a bit fucked up for 10 minutes, right? That was grand, everything went okay. And then the next day, our mate was all, here, boys, I didn't want to say it, but I didn't see any of the waves.
What the fuck?
And we were, what are you on about? And he was all like, these boys kept talking about waves and started freaking me out. He thought we could see like the waves of the ocean.
Oh, shit,
but we were all it comes in waves. And he was all like looking around for the water coming. He was all like, oh no, it's gonna come.
Like, remember the first time I ever smoked like a joint? I was trying to be like Mr. Cool, and like I was with my mate's older brother, and like I was like, oh dude, I can't feel my tongue right now. Like you could see all these like older guys looking at me being like, get this virgin out of here.
So it's like you want them to kiss you?
Yeah, I was like,
someone else like want to like check out their tongues.
Yeah. So, do you want to just give me a smooch?
A smooch. Would you say Amsterdam's one of the like best, best trips you can do around Europe?
I really enjoyed it, but I love like wee trips I got, like city breaks and stuff.
You're not by the pool, man.
The best city breaks are sort of the ones where like not Amsterdam, but you go to like say the Netherlands and go like an hour to a different place outside, because it's legal everywhere, isn't it? in Netherlands?
Yeah, Groningen. No. I have friends that live there, and
I don't know.
They would smoke all the time.
Yeah, like then we places like I love going to like say you go to like a Paris, but then like 2 hour train right outside it. The wee place like it's always class when you go to them.
We went to Belgium, or we went to Bruges and Ghent, instead of Brussels. Like,
is it all close to? I suppose Belgium's a tiny country as well. Like,
yeah.
See, like my idea of a holiday, I like a city break. My perfect idea of a holiday is, you get up at like 10 o'clock, have your breakfast, have a beer.
Why you turn real smacked out here? Wake up, 10 o'clock.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
You're talking out of the side of your mouth.
Get down to get your sunlight or braving her, right? Just
don't like them Germans get it.
Yeah, exactly. Have a beer. Have another beer. Have your lunch. Go to bed.
Fuck up.
Big life.
Yeah. 4 more beers. Do a line of coke. 16 more beers. Have your dinner, and then you go to bed.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, I like a wee city break. Like,
yeah. Would you guys like more of a city break or like a beachy break or?
No, beachy break all day. Like
beachy break.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. I don't like beachy breaks. It actually leads into something I want to talk about. Speaking about like at the moment in Northern Ireland, there's a heat wave.
Yeah.
Like it was warm over in Amsterdam as well. Have any's got any bad stories of like sunburn or sunstroke or anything like that?
I remember like last when I was in Benicazim, I was like sitting on the beach, sleeping on it. Like, but at the last day, you're just tough. Yeah, you're busted. You need to keep drinking the whole way through it. But I was that sort of steaming on the last day.
Benicazim's a music festival in Spain, by the way.
Yeah, what did you go? It was not the year before Liam Gallagher.
I actually got a like a Facebook memory thing. Mm-hmm. I got one today, like 5 years ago today. I'll actually show you the photos of it. Like you can maybe slide it in if you want. Like
it was like, but like it's that warm and you're on the beach, and I just kept buying, like the real cheap beers off the. I don't want to say Lucky man. Jesus boy, you're in some shit then.
You're talking about smacked out boys.
Yeah. You don't have a leg to stand on.
So I don't know if we're gonna slide that image in, but it's me with a bucket hat on, topless, with shit tattoos and like a wee.
I know that's
fan.
I'm glad you got rid of the lip piercing as well.
Oh, I've got the lip piercing. That's it. I've got my ears pierced as well. I think I've got 5 piercings on the go there. I have hair then, but I'm just wearing a bucket hat.
Your glory years?
Yeah, because that's the thing. We were in Benicazim, like we camped. Did you camp?
Yeah, but I'm raging. I should have just done what people done where they had an apartment. I hated camping.
Sean camping so bad, like because you're camping in the desert.
I would never.
I like camping, but yeah, those sort of things not a chance.
So bad in Spain during the summer. You can't get your tent pegs into the ground
because it's so hot.
That's how hard it is. So see, like you can't move until like 5 or 6 o'clock.
But you see them videos of people like slashing tents and jumping on them all. That's my worst fear. Like, fuck that shit.
They've built the tents when we went glamping, so the tents were already built for you. But
wait, sorry, glamping.
Yeah, so the tents were already built
we had 6 bays in a fucking 8-man tent.
Nah, it was brutal.
From Tesco or something.
I had sweaty gooches everywhere, like.
But it was just too warm. And then the last day, as I said, I kept buying beers off the wee woman on the beach, and they were covered in sand and all. And my mate was like, "Don't drink them," but I had a proper first on. So then I just kept drinking and drinking. They got to like 6 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh Jesus, I don't feel well." And we had to get the bus to the airport.
Yeah.
And my mate, muscle man, basically carried me. And I will be your hero, baby. Carried me down from the campsite to the bus and put me on the bus.
I can't have that. My glamping tent was too warm and my friends carried me back.
I'm just a spoiled wee bastard.
Bars is out. Franco's out.
Yeah. I live the fast life. No, I don't know what happened, and then I remember there was we were with a group of girls and one of them came up and go she was from Scout, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss you, say goodbye." I was like, "Get the fuck away." I felt that ill.
Don't touch me, peasant.
Yeah. You smell like tents. Oh, God,
bastards, get away.
You smell like the normal tents. Get away.
But when people found out I was glamping as well, all our mates, they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "We just built our tents. Why are you glamping, you weirdo?" And I was like, "I didn't feel like building a tent, to be honest." It's a bit of it requires minimal effort.
Yeah.
Not about that life.
We had it was a rough old time, because it was we were just baking, and you couldn't. You just had to lie there and take it. There's no escape.
You go down to the sea or the beach. That's what I done.
Yeah, we had to get a bus and all down it. But anyway, we done the 4 or 5 days camping there. It was a nightmare, and then we had to get the bus to Barcelona airport, and you have to leave the campsite in the morning. But our flight wasn't at 10 o'clock at night, so we got the bus to Barcelona airport. Had to kill all day in the airport
done as well.
And then as we got up to the boarding desk to board the plane, we all give over our boarding passes and all. It was all grand. And then my mate Matty gave his over, and they were like, "No, you're on the 10 a.m. flight."
He missed the flight?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he'd been in the airport the whole time.
He could have just gone as well.
He'd been in the airport the whole day.
No, I took a few days in Barcelona after to recuperate, recharge the systems. Has to be done, boys.
Recuperate from that
recuperate from being carried onto a bus.
You had a penthouse suite book for you waiting.
It was tough. It was It was tough because then I went to call back to last week's podcast. I went to the hostel where the Ugandan man made me go and get him fucking water at 2 in the morning.
Fuck me.
Tough out life for young Franco.
Tough out life.
That is scary.
And Sean, yourself, sunburn, sunstroke, anything like that?
Not really. No, I get this really weird thing. I'm hoping there's something related to this. So whenever I get really badly sunburned, I get incredibly itchy skin. Have you ever heard of this? No.
You just want it's when you're starting to peel as well.
No, like I mean,
like a sun rash.
Like a sun rash, but I mean like itchy, unbearable. Have to stand in the shower. It's like the worst thing in the world. So, whenever I was younger and getting like out to the sun and all, my mum would always be like to me, like, "You sunburn, son, don't be going out in the sun and all this here." And like I would just be whiter than white, fucking since I was about 18 years old. Because whenever I went away the first time, with my girlfriend. I was like, I can only use factor 50. She goes, you definitely will tan. Like, you're not fucking ginger for her or anything. You'd be alright. Yeah. So I put on like factor 20, came back golden brown after 2 weeks away.
Gorgeous.
And my mum was like, what the fuck happened to you? He goes, I lived a lie. You've raised me living a lie. Like, as if like some
fuck
sort of like,
you, mum.
Fuck you, mum. Look at me now. I'm sexy. Like,
I could have been bronze. I could have been bronze.
This whole time, how dare you? I could have been pulling in P7. How dare you?
I could have been tanned, gold, and ripped.
Absolute goddess. Like,
I did used to be bad for sunbeds. Not bad for sunbeds, but I used to use like them back in the day. Like last year, I remember we went to Donegal. My mates were like, "Why are you so fucking tan?" And I was like, "Italian jeans, boys, just kicking in as soon as I get in the sun." And they were like, "You're about as Italian as fucking I don't know, Goodfellas in West Belfast." They're like,
"That's a good one."
They were like, and then one of my mates like not confronted me about it, but it was like the last night, and he was like, just be honest, are you using sunbeds? And I was like bright brown. I went, nah. Like, natural. It's like, look like an Oompa Loompa.
Have you ever used a sunbed?
No, I'm awful. I burn instantly.
I don't use sunbeds
instantly. My dad's ginger, like, and my uncle's ginger and all. So we've like fair skin. Like, I'm really, really white. I was going to show you that there. We've got on more
reveal
notes.
your set for tonight.
New sleeve tattoo. Yeah, so I burn instantly, like, and like especially with like not having any hair either. Like, I'm terrified of the sun.
Got to keep that chrome dome protected.
Exactly,
keep that wrapped up.
I'm terrified. But what made me think of that, to bring that up, like about like the heat wave and like hot weather and sunburn and all that carry on. I heard one of the most depressing summer sentences ever today. Jesus. I was in Eurospar, right? And I was,
Eurospar?
Well, that's not the depressing thing.
That's Jesus.
Sorry, do you want me to tour it up for you? I was in Marks and Spencer's. I was in Waitrose. I got a flight over to England. No, I was in Eurospar, and this man and woman were like, this like husband and wife were walking past, and the husband goes to his wife, "What are you making for dinner later?" And she goes, "I'm making egg and onion sandwiches."
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did he say then, listen, you're divorced?
Like, domestic abuse comes in all different forms, and making your husband egg and onion sandwich, that's such like a summer dinner, isn't it? Like,
that's so like you're not getting any tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're
you're getting cold boiled eggs and onion on fucking
stay 2 meters away from me the rest of the night.
Brown bread as well, he'd be even second.
Yeah.
What was the one I remember my auntie came over just before Christmas, and she was like to my dad, "I'm getting pizza and all the time, I'm buzzing." And she went, what are you getting? And my dad went, "Vegetarian lasagna Louise is making it." My aunt was ripping in tears laughing, going, "That's a good one, what are you actually getting?" And he was like, "Vegetarian lasagna."
I love the good weather salad that comes out. You're like the boiled egg, the ham, the wee bits of lettuce, coleslaw.
It's the ham folded over nicely.
Or they put the egg in it. And just slices of onion, not cooked, really, just slices of onion.
I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my favourite dinners of all time. When your mom brings that out, you know it's
game time.
Yeah.
Beetroot. There's always a bit of beetroot floating about in it.
And if you're really lucky, your dad would like throw on a burger and a barbecue with that. Fantastic.
Well, that's about barbecue then, but like just the salad by itself, and like what's it called? Ploughman's the proper name for it.
Ploughman's,
yeah. Iceberg lettuce,
Wait, that's what the plate of food is called?
It was a Ploughman's salad,
Sandwich, Ploughman sandwich.
Yeah.
Never heard of
it's like I remember it was Victoria Cora Mitchell.
You worked in Subway.
I know
this. You went
if someone
Sandwich University.
That's like the sort of person that comes in and is like, "What sort of bread do you want?" They're like, "Hovis." I'm like, "It's a fucking Subway, you dick."
Were you not toasted for me?
Yeah. Cut the crust off. Fuck off.
Should we? We're in here.
We'll do room 101 as well.
Room 101.
Oh, fuck shit in.
So winners from last week.
Yeah. So I want to summarise last week's?
Last week, the winners, I came in with a clutch win of TransLink. I went for an easy option.
TransLink as
my room 101, and that one compared to yourself, which was people who make a cup of tea too quickly.
Correct.
And Sean's,
the director of Down Leisure Centres, 1 point
swings. One single man.
Yeah.
Fairness, a few people can relate.
Yeah.
A few people from work shared those guys. And then my one, what was it? The good drown weather.
So TransLink went in as room 101, and the guilty pleasure was a good drown.
We should really keep more track of this. Better track, more track.
Better track, more track.
Sure, one of our super fans is doing tally.
Yeah.
So
this
room
week.
101, room 102 this week.
Yeah.
Room 101, pet peeves. Room 102 is our guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
don't want to kick off as Room 101.
I'll go for it. Talking to the barbers, I hate that. Like where you have to make chit chat.
I fucking love that. Yeah,
you love.
No, I hate it. But
yeah.
I just set my microphone down here for 5 minutes because this clearly isn't about.
Take 5 minutes out.
You go make up therapy.
See where they're like, "What are you doing at the weekend?" And I'm doing nothing. I have to fucking hype it up. You know what I mean? You'll know something when you go to Turkey. But they're like, I'm hyping it up. I'm like, I'm away skydiving or something like that. It's like, I don't know what to say. There should be an option like Uber where you can select where you don't have to speak to them. They ask you the essential questions. Is this too much? And that's it. I think genuinely, in Northern Ireland, people, Smicks especially, used it as a free therapy session.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that. Like,
I had an experience one time with the barbers. I walked in and I was just off to work on a 6 to 3 shift. It was like a Tuesday. They were just open. And you go in, they're like, "Oh, what's cracking, mate?" And you go, "Oh, fuck all." This week I just went. He goes, "What's cracking, mate?" And I goes, "Oh, fuck off." I was like, "Oh, Jesus, fuck yeah." To my barber, and he's like, he just literally stopped me and goes, "What?" And I goes, "Oh man, fuck all." I
just shaved up your head.
I was just like, and he only started. I was like, "Oh, fuck this!" Like, I was like, yeah. And it was a way of going to, like, I'm a wee slut when it comes to barbers, you know.
Oh, you go around?
I had, like, this was the one time I was going to see a guy for like 2 months. I went, "Fuck off," and then I just never went
never looked back. Like,
yeah, it was bad. But that would be an effective tactic for not getting them to talk to you.
Yeah,
ever again.
I had to learn. That's why I got into football. So I had something to chat to the barbers about.
Yeah.
It was just too intense. Like, they're like, when they start giving you like political opinions, like, so that's what I think. That's the thing about them darkies, and they're like, "Cut your hair," and I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, why do I have to get into this?" Like,
yeah. But it's people like that want to chat in social situations where it's not needed.
Yeah.
Like last night, I was getting the flight home, and I sat down. The guy beside me was all, "Going home, are you?"
Like, shut up.
Fuck up.
Yeah.
Or fuck off.
Why
are you talking to me?
Do you know what I think I might start doing? Because if you go on a plane, that's why I always wear headphones. I might not even be listening to something, just so it's clear, get out of my face.
Don't
but
speak to
just
me.
go to that's why I might buy a pair of AirPods, go to the barbers, stick them in.
I had AirPods, and one of mine wasn't working, but I kept both of them in.
Yeah,
just the whole time.
Deter other people.
It's like them TikTok videos you see now, Joe, where like people are walking through town and a guy runs up to you. It's like, "What are you listening to?" He goes, "I have earphones in to avoid cunts like you." Like, stay away from me.
It's my dream to be asked that, so I can be.
What's your biggest dick?
No, the music one. So I can be all like, "Oh, it's this B-side from this band you wouldn't have heard." It's my dream.
Is that what you would say? You would go all fucking hipster?
I would fucking. Oh, I'd love that.
I would go for like King Billy's on the Wall.
No, the idea of like me picking like a real cool song, like a Tame Impala B-side. Fuck.
I get the image of you just taking out like a monocle and like just really. Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm listening to Beethoven's 16th Symphony.
It's called Wonderwall.
What's your Room 101? You got one?
Funny enough, mine is actually sort of Barbary related.
Just barbers.
Just barbers.
Guys who get their hair.
Fucking cunts. People. No, mine is about the only hair that I really have control about. The beards. Neck beards.
You want
them gone?
I want neck beards. But in Room 101, people who have like beards down to like here, like,
and they don't have any other beard,
like stubble here.
Yeah,
like draw a line, bro. Draw a line. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
But like you need something to like
a good line too is like a work of art.
Yeah.
Do you know when you really like sculpt it in and like
mine's probably too high.
I don't know. We're all looking at each other's necks right now.
Rate yourself higher, bro.
I do it. Like it creates the illusion of a jawline.
Yeah, that's why you put like a line in it.
See, people have like stubble the whole way down here. It's bogging.
Or it's when they like, the hairs get sort of like that long, they kind of go twirly. It's gross looking almost.
Yeah.
They get a wee curl on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people as well only get neck beard. Some people don't grow it here and they'll go all the way under, and you're like, "Oh mate, please no."
Just knock it off.
How do you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, "You know what? That looks good today." Like,
yeah.
I'm going out with that.
Fuck neck beards, I'm putting them in.
Yeah, I like that as well. That was actually 2 good ones. Mine's going to be another shit niche one, but sure, we'll go for it anyway. So I don't know if you have noticed this, but
someone else really specific.
I don't know if any of you shop in Lidl. You shop in Lidl now?
Yeah,
there's this trend that's been going around where like fitness people are buying these like yogurts that are like high in protein.
Right.
The high protein yogurt, and for some reason they'll just buy trays of them. Like not 1 or 2, they'll just lift a tray of like, what is it, 12 yogurts,
probably
and walk
12.
out and then put it in their story and go, "So glad, stocked up for the next 3 days." You're like, fuck off.
The next 3 days?
Yeah, it's
4 yogurts.
It enrages me more than anything. Why you feel the need to go to Lidl, buy a full tray of fucking yogurt, and then post it on your Instagram story to be like, "That's us now."
That's us now.
I'm putting all them people in Room 101.
The fridge is just full of them other corners.
Yeah, it's beyond a joke. Like
20 grams of protein, loads of great macros. You know, and like
that is very niche.
I was like, need
people
something
who buy
else.
trays of yogurts.
Yeah, no, And it's specifically they're fucking high protein ones. It does my rocker in, like.
If they track the calories as well in every meal and stuff, that's
people
fucking
that put
bad.
up in their stories, yeah. Like
I done that for a while. Like
20 macros.
were you posting what was in it, or just tracking?
Was it what?
Were you posting it?
No,
like,
no.
This for only under 500.
But like you become obsessed. I got to the stage where I was weighing out like fucking
grams of chicken. And stuff?
No, reduced sugar red sauce.
Like what are you
I'm
doing?
weighing that out and I'm going, I'm splitting hairs here. Pete, just run and eat a wee bit less. Like don't be fucking weighing stuff out. Like
I don't mind people counting calories and doing stuff like that, but just don't shove it in my face. I could not be worse. Like next week it's going to be the whole fitness industry, but we'll start with this wee niche and blow it up over the next week.
Why would you be unhappy to like? I see people eating chicken, broccoli, rice, and they're like, but the main thing is that, you know, the summer body's on its way, and I'm like, but you want to kill yourself the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like if you go on someone's phone, a good way to tell if someone has mental health problems is go on their phone and see if they have MyFitnessPal. That kind of tells you a lot about people. If I've got MyFitnessPal, you're like, you've got issues. You need to work it out.
That's good.
Goes on and deletes MyFitnessPal.
Right, so what was room 101? So people who buy full trays of yogurt from
very neat.
It's only when you repeat it you realise how crazy that is.
Yeah, maybe I am the crazy one here.
Yeah.
I'm crazy, buyers. But I'm free. So people who buy full trays of protein yogurt.
I'm not appealing to the masses.
It's protein yogurt as well.
Yeah.
Not
if
normal
one
yogurt.
person selects that, my esteem goes through the roof. So that's good. Yeah.
Which are small talk with barbers.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's good.
People with neck beards.
I think that's going to be usually have a close run thing. This week that'll be good.
It's going to be tight, bro.
So room 102, guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
I was saying this before we started. Guilty pleasures are so hard to come up with. See things that piss you off, I can rattle out 10 in the next 10 seconds. But at something that I like, I'm like, oh god, I don't know.
It says more about you, Sean.
It does, yeah.
You're not a nice person.
Yeah.
I find that most of when I try to think of a guilty pleasure, the majority of the time it's relating to music.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the Cheeky Girls or
like
80s music or something like that.
Can I go in then with my room 102? Carly Rae Jepsen, fucking princess. All her tunes are lethal. Call Me Maybe, Run Away, I Really Really Like You. Run Away With Me, sorry, by Carly Rae Jepsen was my number one tune for 2020 and 2021. It is maybe Left My Heart in Tokyo will be for 2021.
I left my heart in Tokyo, down by the river, don't you know? What
Such a tune, like that was my top listen to 2019. I think, like, see Carly Rae Jepsen, but like,
Alexa, play Left My Heart in Tokyo. Do you have Alexa?
I want that as soon as this podcast is finished. That's going straight on.
But a brilliant song.
Yeah, she's fucking belter. Like, all her tunes are lethal. And Run Away With Me.
That's not Carly Rae Jepsen,
No. That's just another cheesy bopper. Bopper, I hardly know her. But Carly Rae Jepsen is fucking superb, and Run Away With Me is probably the third best tune ever.
The music video for Carly Rae Jepsen,
I Really Really Like You with Tom Hanks.
You seen it?
Yeah, great video as well.
No.
Class music video. Like, it's Tom Hanks. Like he's like walking down the street and he's like miming onto the song.
Yeah, but he's so genuine.
He's just
Tom Hanks.
like bopping down the street. Do you know Bittersweet Symphony?
Yeah.
Where he's like walking through the street angrily. It's a happy version of that, pretty much. Like
it's lethal. Like,
big Tom Hanks.
Real mood buster.
Jiving about.
Jiving like she's Elvis.
Carly Rae Jepsen, not a bad shit. Do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Absolutely not. Go on ahead.
Right.
I think.
I only found out this last night. I don't really know if you call it a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Driving with the full beams on in a car.
What, like,
does it?
Yeah. And the only reason I found this out is because I've had my car for a year and I've only just found out I've drove with the full beams on the full time.
Everyone flashing you, not a clue.
Literally.
That's one of my biggest fears. When I'm driving, I'm like pure paranoid. You'd swear I'd smoke. I'm always like, fuck, everyone's flashing me, but just go for a wee bump or something.
This is exactly what I've been going through for a fucking year, Sean, right?
What does that mean, put your lights on?
So I was driving. What?
Does that mean put your lights on if someone
like,
flashes you?
Put your lights on or take your fucking full beams off.
Yeah.
Because if you have your full beams on, it blinds other drivers.
There's boys in America do that to try and kill people, or like give them.
So I've been driving around for a year doing that without realising. So
kill people.
We were driving home. We were driving home from the airport last night, and it was really dark. I don't like driving in the dark, so I had like the lights on, and then I kept getting flashed, and I was all fuck. Like, it really freaked me out because there's been a few times where I've had to pull over and I've had a flat tire. And I've been like driving on a flat tire. So I was like, fuck, is this happening again? Why is he flashing me? Why is he freaking out? And then Teresa was like, oh, you've got your full beams on. Like, I was all, no, that's always like that. Because you know, it's like a wee blue symbol.
Yeah.
I was all, I know the way
That's
it's
the
like
light on.
that for everyone else's car, but for mine it's different. I don't know why I'd like rationalised this in my head. But then when I got home, I was all, will you show me? And so, yeah, you just do that.
Is that?
Oh, okay. I've had my full beams on for a full year, and apparently I really like it. So I'm probably going to crash now because I'm so used to the road being so bright.
Up. Yeah.
So now it's not going to be so bright. So my guilty pleasure is full beams.
I love how you're like, I hate driving in the dark, but you're the most illuminated man on the road.
Yeah. What's that?
Do you know what the worst is? People drive past me and I go, fuck me, his lights are bright.
Yeah.
They turn them down and I don't realise it's me doing it to other people.
I'm still struggling to think of one here, but I think I have one. There's a few routes ago, but I'm just going to go with one that's near and dear to my heart that I would love to come back. So my guilty pleasure is, do you know people that get like a design in the side of their hair?
Yeah.
So whenever I was younger, I used to have like a Nike tick, but not like dyed and actually like shaved into my head.
Lethal.
But like there's some people now that get like the slit in their eyebrow and it like tracks up. I'm like, I actually quite like that. I wouldn't go for it myself now, but yeah, it's cool. Like,
do you know what I seen? Do you know where they had the Nike tick? I seen one where it was the 90 with a circle around it. You know, like the total 90.
Total 90. Unreal.
Woo.
That is class. I would love.
He turns up the 5 aside.
Yeah.
With socks down around his ankles.
Chopping a few taggers. There were ones in Disneyland that like they had, like real Americans had, you know, the Mickey Mouse symbol shaved in the back of their head, which is like, at what stage does your self-esteem get that bad that you're like, you know what I would look really good with today? A neck beard and Mickey Mouse.
That's a potential future Room 101.
That's the bipolar opposite end of it. Yeah.
Disney adults.
That was when I first was thinking of Room 101. That's a shout, like, because they are cringy as fuck.
They are.
I love those posts you see, like, well, I suppose we'll save it for like whenever Mickey Mouse comes up on topics here, but for Room 101, but, like,
whenever Mickey Mouse inevitably comes up.
Do you ever see girls that be like, take their boyfriend to Disneyland? It's like, fucking Jonathan's favourite place on earth. And it's like, but no, it's not. That boy's prepared to do anything to get his hole. Like,
I did really enjoy the roller coasters of it, but not
theme
like
parks are sick.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with theme parks, but it's just whenever like the boyfriend's standing there with the Mickey Mouse ears and you're like, you are no.
It'd be a great place to get dumped. Imagine going all the way to Disneyland and she's just like, you know what it is, this isn't working out.
Well, I seen some clip of someone proposing to their fiance and like they stepped up onto one of these wee Disney things
and they shoot him off.
And the wee worker comes over, no, like step off that, step, you can't stand on top of the fountain.
Yeah.
Because like it was a brilliant shot of like the castle behind them. And it's like, and like he was on one knee. It's like, bro, wait 10 seconds. Like, you've just ruined like the most special moment of her life. Like,
fuck it, I've never actually seen anyone propose either. Like, it's something that I've never seen, you know, where you see someone get down on one knee and propose. Like, I've never seen it in public, never seen it in...
Thank fuck, because it's awkward as fuck.
It's cringe, yeah.
Don't propose in public, you weirdo.
Yeah.
I remember, like, one of a mate I worked with one day, he was, like, in work, he was in such a bad mood and nervous and jittery, and he was going out to propose that night, like.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, how could you serve customers all day, you know, with that on your mind, like?
Yeah.
It would be fucking head would be away.
That, like. Right, so, Room 101, recap.
Got...
yogurts and from Lidl.
Chat with the barbers.
And people with neck beards.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasures for Room 102. I'm going for full pain carnage.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
And getting like design shit in the side of your head.
Really clutching at straws.
Really, three things are so different.
Yeah. We enjoy nothing. We dive into the questions. What time are we on?
So we'll put that on
42.
We'll put that on Instagram for another poll. So go over to Instagram, RV Podcast, and vote.
Will I get the...
You load up the Instagram there, sir?
Yeah. No worries.
I have a few more topics here just before we're going to questions. Near-death experiences.
Near-death experiences.
Have any's ever had a near-death experience or like heard any?
I've like had like a finger sliced off like and resewn back on.
You trying to be like fucking Paddy McDonald?
No, like, literally like that. I was doing a play of Oliver and like this is and like I love drama.
Do you know what I think's good about this podcast is that we're mates, but we don't know each other that well.
Yeah. So you're revealing
through this podcast. I go, what the fuck are these bags on about half the time?
You could never get this out on a general conversation. You'll be like, oh, so Kieran, have you ever done any plays or anything? And you're like, Oliver on the West End.
I was one of the orphans or something, and then I was coming out of a fire door slabbering.
Daddy!
Yeah. That's really out of character for you. Like,
I know. I should have been playing like Mr. Bumble or something. But I was slabbering to someone and I was like, fuck off. And then it was like 8 and the door shut, the fire door shut in my hand, and I went, oh sorry mate, the guy was slabbering. Like, you wouldn't open the door again for me, just like at my hand it. And he opened it and I went, oh happy days. And I just looked at my finger and I was like, Jesus Christ. And it was just like flat as a pancake, and then I touched it and it just came off. So this is plastic surgery, rebuilt. So but like when you're 8 years old, it's pretty traumatic, like. And then
holy shit.
I remember we went back the year after to do another play, like, and then when I got back the year after, there's still all the stains on the stairs of my blood. Because I was like literally like fucking the Evil Dead or something. I was spewing blood everywhere, and my mum and dad were in the audience, and they're like, "What the fuck's Kieran? Shouldn't he be on stage right now?" And then someone had to come out to my mum and dad in the audience. Yo, Louise, Stephen, your son's hand's been sliced, your finger been sliced off. So I was in the hospital. Yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah, it was quite traumatic as a kid.
Sean,
I don't think I can come close to that. I think I've had that one where like every child has ran after a football and they're got hit by a car.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's happened to everybody. Like, but apart from that, no, nothing too traumatic. I don't think.
I've never had any myself, but like I've prevented a few people from dying.
Fuck, go ahead.
Here, like we were doing like we'd like this like. It sounds so weird. Like it was called a mentoring scheme in school. It was like a big buddy scheme. Like the upper six, like get paired with like someone who's just come into the school.
Yeah.
And you're meant to be there if like they want anyone to talk to. So we got to do like a team bonding thing with them. Like so we went out to Craigavon Lakes and done banana boating and all this carry on. And like afterwards, you got like brought out to this barge in the middle of the water, and you got to like jump off and do front flips and all into the water.
Fucking
good crack. But my wee mate fucking jumped into the water and the coldness of the water caused him to have an asthma attack.
What the fuck?
So he started having an asthma attack in water, and I went into prime Sean McAleavey lifeguard mode.
3 blasts of whistle, away you go. Yep.
Jesus, Baywatch Giffen, like, go ahead, son.
Swam him over to the wee guy. I was all here, take him, he's fucked.
Yeah, listen, get him off my hands. Yeah. Get him off my hands, boys. Jeez, that's wild. No, that's... The only other thing I can think of then apart from that is like I got scrubbed by a car on the way to get a chippy, but like
you got what?
Scrubbed by a car. Like my ma gave me like some money to get a chippy, and then she worked in a church at the time, so I ran out of the church and the car went and I like rolled across it and got back up and ran onto the chippy like, and then the woman came into the church and was like, I've just hit a wee lad, and then my mum, I came back in with like the chippy. My mum was like, did you hear some wee lad got hit by a car? I was like, oh, it was me.
Battered sausage everywhere.
Cheesy chips, boys. you gotta fucking.
I love how he's like, I was running after a football. You're like, I was running after a packet of chips. Just
one final thing before we go to questions. I was going to maybe save this for next week when it's kind of topical this week. Have you seen the TikTok boxing thing?
Yes.
You see that
last night?
So do you know they've done like YouTube boxing, all that carry on? They're now doing TikTok boxing, and there was a big one last night where all like the fucking UK TikTokers boxed. Each other.
Can I set up a boxing fight with Jetty Deco or whatever his name is?
Who's that?
We're lined up against
TikTok. Let's check out what do we pronounce?
Greedy Dingo.
Greedy Dingo. What's that? I thought it was like GD Dingo.
What'd you call him?
Getty Dingo.
Greedy Dingo or whatever he's called.
Greedy Dinosaur.
Are you speaking Ulster Scots here? What the fuck are you saying?
Everybody over there, you know.
We'll box and emerge. The rave festival.
But yeah, I seen some of the clips from that TikTok. Oh, it's hilarious.
It's so
there was state of them like.
So I don't follow. I just know of the people that are on it. So you had what was it? Your girl porn star Ellie Brooke.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know about that.
She was fighting like another girl. I don't know who the other girl was.
She was trying to fight some girl called Astrid Wet.
Yeah.
Spelled her name.
But you know that girl Astrid Wet.
But then she had to pull out.
Yeah.
Kobe.
That girl Astrid only puts up porn videos apparently whenever Chelsea won a trophy. Do you know that?
What the fuck?
Right.
She's like a massive Chelsea fan apparently. So like if Chelsea like win an FA Cup, she'll
Why do you look over your shoulders? Not in the house.
the fucking the shadow. I was like, is that a man in my house?
Because if Chelsea won Champions League,
yeah, she's here tonight.
Yeah, she comes out of the kitchen door there.
She's trapped in there. Yeah, that's why she come to the fight last night.
That's why I'm wearing an AC Milan shirt.
Love it.
Yeah, it was
cheeky Alex.
It was yeah, I feel like we need to get it on the sites of that action.
The boxing?
These like celebrity boxing ones like.
But like you watch some of the videos and it's like, see what's happening to that guy? That's going to happen to me. They all gas immediately. Every boxing match they had last 30 seconds.
What was gas when you run out of steam?
Yeah, you're puffed. You're fucked.
There was like one of the big lads on. He's like a Liverpool fan, and he's like
Paddy Murphy.
Yeah, him.
Oh, him! I hate that.
I'm not even joking. Like, right, his shorts were like hanging round his hole. You could see his ass crack. His stomach was hanging out of his t-shirt. He was like by the I think the second round, he had no punch. He was literally like slow mo, like tapping your body trying to get punches.
He's also like real talk, probably about 20 stone, and the fella
was massive. Who
was he fighting?
Some guy was about 14 stone. You're all. There's not meant to be weight classes.
There was 40 kg difference between the two, I think.
What's kg?
Kilograms.
No, I know that there, but I mean,
come on here.
What's 40 kg and like
40 kg?
Another human being.
I hate when people ask me that. Yeah, 40 kg. Like I would be like 80 kg. So half of me. What was the weight difference?
Yeah.
So like Ciaran.
No, I would love to like fight off TikTok and fight them. I'm calling you out.
Greedy Dinko.
The other guy, you know the guy who's really upset. All his TikToks about gear. And he's got the shit mustache.
Yeah.
And it's all like...
so basically like the Australian version of you.
He's like the free...
He looks like you if you put a bucket hat on.
Yeah, that guy there. Yeah.
I know who you're on about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is a weapon.
The guy is like, the after party. And it's
He goes, when someone says it's free for 10 or something.
It's like, bro, you're fucking 28.
Will we get a bag? What a great bit of...
Yeah.
We're going to questions then?
Questions from the people, love it.
So, one of the ones this week was...
some Twitter ones. You've got Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, what's worse? This is from Joe Shields. What's worse, extreme smicks or extreme cultchies?
What's worse?
I'm gonna go extreme smicks.
Extreme smicks. Extreme smicks are
awful,
aggressive, and can be like unpleasant to be around. Extreme cultchies are hilarious.
Yeah, I love cultchies. Like cultchies
are hilarious.
Right, so this is the thing, right? Do cultchies come from anywhere countryside where smicks are only from like
inner
Belfast?
city? Yeah.
No, not just Belfast. You can be a smick from a town.
Can you?
Yeah.
But like they're always blued out as well. Like so, cultchies are all like always up for the crack. No, hey,
you get smicks in Lurgan, like.
See, in Newry we have.
But you couldn't get a smick from Macagall.
But you can't get a smick. I don't think you get smicks in Newry. We have like Newry Nucks, which is pure like see that Kiar over there. By like that's not smicky material. Like
put a booster on our shirt, but
yeah.
I like cultures.
Yeah, I love cultures.
I want to be a culture. I'm gonna come out and say it. I want to be one.
Culture comedians, like when they get it right, are the funniest on the scene. Like it's fantastic.
Connor Keys at that night we done the stand up for mental health. Yeah, that was probably the hardest I've laughed at in one of the gigs.
Isn't a culture.
No, but it's bit on cultures where he picks up them.
I thought you were going to go, Connor Keys isn't funny.
That's why I stopped there. My face got interrupted. Don't get us cancelled.
No, I thought you were calling him a culture. He's not a fucking culture.
He's a townie.
I could listen to fucking Mark McCartney.
Oh yeah.
Read a fucking phone book. See his turn of phrase.
He's got a solo podcast, and it's the best solo podcast on the face of the earth.
And solo podcasts are hard to do.
Oh, so tough to do. The fact that he does it for an hour, and you're just like, this is pure magic. Like,
he's class. Like I just love Cultchie Potter.
Yeah.
Extreme Smicks. You should be in room 101.
Yeah. Right. Any hangover cures?
Oh, it's a good one.
Some Kevin Henderson.
Oh, this is gonna sound so white boy, but boojum. Fuck boojum Sundays.
No way.
The black people not like boojum?
No, like Belfast white middle class.
Give me what?
Yeah, give me boojum.
Give me a boojum.
I'm not gonna dig myself into a hole here. Boojum
you
Sundays.
You know what they say about boojum? Asian women hate it.
Yeah.
What the fuck you on about? Sorry, continue.
Now I see how this worked. He got you water, you got him water, and he digs the hole for you. Is that what this arrangement was?
I like boojum. We're just gonna. That's my hangover cure. I'm not gonna dig a hole any
I feel like
further.
you haven't answered the question. You've just went, I like boojum.
I love boojum for hangovers. This is me. This is just who I am as a person.
Sean?
I don't really get that bad of hangovers, but if they do,
Big
just copious amounts of paracetamol.
Yeah.
Just heavy paracetamol dosage.
The real, like, fucking, there's all these bullshit ones. 2 paracetamol before bed, drink a load of water, get a diurolite, which is used for water replacement after you have diarrhea, but use it for hangover cure. You get wee sachets of it. Don't buy normal diurolite, buy Tesco's own brand rehydration packs, blackcurrant flavour, in the water, Baraka, swirl it around, take out your 2 paracetamol before bed and when you wake up.
But you're sorted?
Sorted.
See, that's a fucking science experiment. Like, that's too much for me. Like,
this is the thing
it
about
doesn't work.
hangovers.
It works better than any.
Yeah.
With hangovers, though, like, there is a cure out there. There's something that in a lab exists that they won't let us have.
Another beer.
Yeah, the cure. Sleep, I think the quality of the sleep you get or the length of the sleep definitely affects it as well.
I can outsleep a hangover, like.
Yeah.
It's only real way because you just turn yourself off.
And you're recharging the batteries, but
recharge the batteries.
Get you away on holiday, recharge those batteries. Yeah.
So yeah, best hangover cures. Do you want to go question for question? You answer
sure. The pound for pound fighter.
Go on ahead.
Mike Carlisle asks, good guy Mike.
Good guy Mike.
That if I can get his message up.
Absolutely killed it at the Pav there on Monday.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Best I've ever seen Mike do.
Not sure if you've done this. On the back of Franco's love for Tom Cruise, what would each of your Top Gun call signs be? So his thoughts were Pete, smooth criminal.
Can you explain to me what call sign is?
So in Top Gun, every character has a call sign that represents a bit of their personality. So Tom Cruise is Maverick because he's a bit of a bad boy. Then Val Kilmer's is Iceman because he's cool in all situations. And then Goose is Goose because he's a bit of a jokester.
It's cool the way you didn't know that all off the top of your head. You're not a complete nerd.
Yeah, fucking outed myself as a virgin here.
Ciaran Franco virgin.
Yeah, no, I would go so there's like Pete. Mike's suggestions were Pete, smooth criminal.
I'll take it.
Nice. Kieran, no hair touch. Sean, smiley eyes.
Smiley eyes?
It's insane you have nice eyes.
Smiley eyes.
Yeah. But so what was your call sign?
Smiley eyes.
I really want to kiss Mike now. I don't know why. Just smiley eyes. You help me? I don't know.
Smiley eyes.
Smiley eyes.
Owen McLove would say from Father Ted.
Are you keeping smiley eyes?
I ain't putting these away. These aren't staying out for free now.
They're
God, it's Liam Gallagher.
Yeah.
How dare you? These are going away now. I feel conscious about my eyes.
I like that smooth criminal. I'll take that.
Yeah, I like what like searching. Come in, searching.
What?
I'm only joking. It's in like an anxiety medication.
Oh right. Notice how we didn't give it that.
Yeah, no. Come down. Yeah.
Call yourself citalopram.
Yeah, so benzodiazepine. Come on down. Sean, would you go with?
I still don't really know what the question is.
It's like a wee nickname.
Yeah.
Did you just give yourself?
Yeah.
And it's like a characteristic trait.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I honestly have no idea. I don't know.
You didn't have an idea for guilty pleasures. Be clueless.
Yeah, I'm just clueless. Like,
Come in
fucking
clueless.
dope.
Well, I went with mine. So
What was yours?
He said
Smooth criminal.
Smooth criminal. So you be smiley eyes.
I'll just be smiley eyes then, yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's alright.
But he's called smiley eyes, but he never actually see his eyes because he always wears shades.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's his wee twist. Okay.
Good question, Mike.
Declan Milligan.
Right, Decky.
Oh, I thought you said someone else there.
Hey, Decky, what's happening, kid?
Declan Milligan. What's your 3 favourite comedians?
3? I don't know.
He hasn't specified.
So us 2 plus 1. Yeah, obviously.
He hasn't specified if that's of all time at the moment. Northern Ireland, he hasn't specified, so I was sort of interpreted that as all time.
All time? Fuck.
Let's do 1 from here, 1 from abroad, and then
1 from England, not England or the UK.
Yeah, do like different scenes.
No, 1 from Northern Ireland, 1 from UK, 1 America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here I'd probably go McKegney. In UK I would probably go. Fuck, it's a tough one for you. Shane Gillis or Norm MacDonald.
Shane Gillis is from the UK.
No, but I can't think of anyone from the UK.
Oh, okay.
There's no good ones. Troy Hawk, maybe in the UK.
Who?
You know the guy, the Greeters Guild. Have you seen him?
No.
He stands outside like Tesco and all. His stand-up's
You're a
lethal.
hipster cunt.
Yeah, I love it. It's so funny, like.
So they're your 3.
Yeah, but the GOAT for me, my favourite, if I had to choose any of them, is Norm MacDonald.
Why didn't you put him in your American one?
I said Shane Gillis or Norm MacDonald. It's tied between them. Yeah.
Well,
you can only pick one.
If I pick one, Norm MacDonald. Then
Thank you.
Norm's the best. Norm is the best comedian ever.
Okay. Sean?
So Northern Ireland, I'd say Mickey Bartlett. I just go mainstream. I like all the big dogs. Like that's what. And then
You like them because they're amazing.
And I like it because they're good. I like Bill Burr's last special was fantastic. He wasn't my number 1, but his last special I thought was great. And then English. See, I'm not really big into the English scene, but
I have a list of my top 10, and I think they're all
English.
all English. Come back to me from an English one. I don't know.
Northern Ireland for me, it's a toss up between Shane Todd or Mickey Bartlett. Sort of depending on what mood I'm in, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They're both sort of different styles and approaches. Basic is I was going to go Peter Kay there for the UK, but I have to go Kevin Bridges.
Kevin Bridges, yeah. Oh fuck, I forgot all about Kevin Bridges.
There we go, yeah.
Kevin Bridges, and then America, Tom Segura.
Tom's good, nice.
They're my top 3. So Declan, if you want some suggestions of who to watch,
Check it out, that guy. Pound for pound, go
do you want me to go for another one here? Do you want to go for another one?
I'll go. There's one.
I have 3 more.
Biggest X.
Who said that?
It was
Kirsty
on,
Brankin?
It was on the Instagram account. So maybe she sent it to 2 different accounts.
Yeah, Kirsty Brankin asked me what X the fellas have.
No, Dank Reject, whoever that is.
Dank Reject. Oh, it's Tony Total. That's the girl I know.
Dank Reject, what a name.
I know.
Listen, you're rejected. But
So Kirsty Brankin and Tony Total, they both asked the same question. What X the fellas have for girls?
I think deep down fellas don't have any X, but just because women have so many, I feel like we've had to create a few.
But that's the thing with X. X aren't real.
Yeah,
You're not actually gonna. They're just a wee silly thing, like.
Yeah, like you're not going to be like if some girl, I don't know. Do you know what was the one, the silly one I seen for boys is like when he drops money and it rolls away from him, like that.
Tying his shoes, ordering a Subway.
Yeah, like don't you dare.
It's just doing anything uncool, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know, like an ick. It's maybe less an ick. It's more bad manners. I hate when people cancel plans last minute, or they're late as well.
Who cancelled on you, bro?
You know who you are.
I've got a weird one, which is really, really weird, like niche one, and it's going to sound tight, but I'm 2 beers deep and I'm going for it. See girls who do like pole dancing classes as exercise.
For fuck's sake.
Do you know them exercise classes?
Yeah.
Fuck that away from me. That gives me the creepy crawlies, like.
Yeah.
It's the creepy crawlies?
Like just like your skin going, ugh.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
And they're like
the Cirque du Soleil, like
brilliant fucking day here last Sunday, and they're like hanging upside down from a big hoop thing or like from a rope. What are you doing? Go for a walk.
Yeah.
People who smell bad, but that's just basic hygiene. Yeah. I'm weird about smells.
No, like fucking like I'm hanging off a pole. It's for exercise. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's not. Shut up.
You give it a go. How do you see how hard it is?
It's just it's a lot of shite.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not hard, It clearly is hard. It's obviously like core strength and all that. It's probably a very good workout, but just fuck off.
Joe, I do have one that came back to me there.
Yeah.
Joe, girls that like buy like ridiculous amount of clothes from ASOS like every day there's something coming to the house.
Fast fashion.
That really just makes my eyes just look and go, oh stop. Fast fashion.
He's up. Fast fashion.
No, because
like, think about the turtles.
Yeah.
In work on Friday, someone was asking me. She was like, "Well, why don't you go to a vintage shop?" And I was like, "Vintage shop? Why do I go to a vintage? Like, I can order off ASOS." And I was like, "No, play it cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a charity shop and get all my clothes."
Let me think. Caitlin McQuillan, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be?
That's so weird. I'd have thought in the way weird. Why don't they ever advertise what people get on their, death row meals?
There's a restaurant in America that's done that. It's all like serial killers. You can have what they have.
People to go on death row.
It's like our food's so good. Fucking who's a famous serial killer?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy had it. It's like two KFCs, like fucking Ted Bundy looking goodness. I don't know. Like just
Ted Bundy looking goodness.
It's fucking weird. Like that you get whatever you want as your last meal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't think
right, go starter, main, dessert. We'll do it this way, and then a drink.
I'd probably
so
get
go starters first. What would you have?
A shot of Sambuca so it would kill me before they could.
Ecstasy.
I would. I don't know.
Close to ecstasy, I would have garlic mushrooms.
That's garlic mushrooms. It's a weird.
What's the difference?
Same thing, right?
Carbonara, but like a proper lethal carbonara.
For a starter.
Oh no, for a starter, I'd have like prawns.
Chicken wings, something like that.
Oh yeah, chicken wings.
What? What's wrong with chicken wings?
You can just smuggle yourself out with a bone.
No, just like chicken wings. They do it.
So, I'm allergic to like the aniseed Sambuca, so I would like that, and hopefully it would kill me before they could. Or a bag of licorice all sorts or something, just aniseed in that.
Licorice all sorts are brutal. Sean, starter?
Starter, yeah, garlic mushrooms.
Garlic mushrooms, okay.
Yeah.
Main, probably like a Christmas dinner.
Christmas dinner? Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Steak with garlic butter.
Steak what?
Go with garlic butter.
How's it being cooked?
Rare.
Yeah,
I think steaks are so. I like a good steak, but steak's so overrated. It's like Guinness drink, as Joji said. It's like the rest of the good one.
I'm not going to argue this, but I love with garlic butter and all that. That's what I had earlier on for dinner. It was lethal boy.
Unreal.
Mains, there's like a infamous sort of takeaway in Uri called La Dolce Vita. It does like pizzas and all.
What's it called?
La Dolce Vita. So it's called. It does like just dirty fucking pizzas and dirty fries and all that there shit. That'll be my main. Okay.
Dessert. I'm not a big dessert guy.
Sticky dog pudding with salted caramel ice cream.
Rossi's, which is an ice cream shop down the road from here that is unbelievable. Just the biggest tub of Rossi's with raspberry sauce and sprinkles.
Probably some form of nice ice cream or cheesecake.
And then what drink are you going for? Pint of Guinness?
Maybe, pint of Guinness.
Milk.
Blue, green, what was I saying?
Green, semi-skim milk.
I respect that.
Your last
big pint?
Yeah, big pint.
Big
carton. Or a strawberry suki, but you can't really
I want to be electrocuted with a milk mustache. On this chair.
If you when you die, most people shit themselves. Like if you're being electrocuted after a pint of Guinness, so
kill everyone else there.
Oh.
Do they still have that place as death sentence? That thing?
Is it? They're not the electric chair. I don't think. I think it's more like the lethal injection.
Injection now?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Which is I don't plan on being on death row. Put it that way.
Okay. Okay.
Don't think anyone does, to be honest.
I don't know. I can see Pete.
Dingdom Woody here has not really a question. He just went Bubbaloo's. Discuss.
What? Bubbaloo?
Bubbaloo's.
What's Bubbaloo's?
You know the wee sweets, the wee chewing gums. Bubbaloo's.
No, I've never heard of my life.
No?
Like Hubba Bubba? No.
Yeah. No.
No. Sorry, you've confused me.
Bubbaloo's. Get another question up there. Have you got any more?
Yeah. We've got one more on my shit.
What time are we on? We need to wrap up.
Okay.
Boys have a gig.
Well, we got another one. Who is your favourite comedian?
Bubbaloo's.
Oh yeah, Bubbaloo's.
Yeah.
I've never had one before, but I've seen them.
Them, especially the ones with the juice inside as well.
That's what they are. Bubbaloo's the juice.
This juice worth the squeeze, bro. We're all out of questions on my end, bro.
Okay, well I think it's time to wrap it up anyway, isn't it?
We just got to push a couple gigs then.
Yes, go for it.
If you're listening in time on Tuesday, Love and Deaf, with a spouting time.
Yep.
Yeah. Love and Deaf, 19th of July, £8 a ticket, unbelievable lineup. You should definitely come to it. Then, most importantly, but we have Speakeasy.
Yeah.
August 14th. It's going to be a belter night. Still plenty of tickets left. If you want to come, MC'd by the brilliant Darren Matthews, and we'll all be getting pitched after.
Well, Kieran meant to say there was very limited tickets left. Buy them now.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's sold out, so this second
one is over halfway sold out as well. So yeah, there's a few tickets.
It's going to be sold out, so we may as well grab them while you can.
Get them while you can. Don't panic yourself,
Yeah, but please come.
Please come. Look into my eyes.
Yeah, you know what I mean, guys.
Look into these smiley eyes and buy some tickets.
Go on the Instagram, vote on the polls for Room 101, Room 102.
Follow us individually as well.
Follow us individually. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like it, share it, as Sean always says.
Keep a wee eye for the TikToks.
Yeah.
Just do you know what to do.
From much, guys. Just fucking
be obsessed with us.
Just fucking make us famous.
Yeah, just come on.
So I don't have to work in the soft license anymore.
Yeah.
Think I care about Room 101s, Room 102s. I don't give a shit. Just fucking make me famous so I can get out of this podcast.
If you don't do it, we're putting it on Patreon and you'll not be able to watch it anymore. Like the rest of the podcast out there.
Buy my own island and never have to speak to anyone again.
That's the plan.
Right, finally get that island with all the kids on it you wanted.
On that note, wrap her up, sir.
Right.
Leave it there.
See you next time.
Bye.